Welcome back to part 2 of Cloud's Past. We're going to continue the story now. Tifa, were you waiting outside then? Yes. We returned to Nebulum. Sephiroth confined himself to the inn. He didn't even try to talk to me. Then all of a sudden he just disappeared, right? We found him inside the biggest building in Nebulum. The villagers used to call it the Shinra Mansion. Long ago, the people from Shinra used to live in that mansion. Alright, now we get to continue our little miniature journey in this story, world thing, and we're going to head to the big building now and enter it. Alright, I can't control Cloud yet. Alright, Cloud is going to enter the building, and then we're going to have to find what Sephiroth is up to. To do that, we just have to go up the stairs and then take this red path here. Then we go through this gateway and go down the stairs. Alright, once we're down the stairs, we have to keep following the area until we reach a library. Whoops, that was a mistake there. Alright, we're in the library now. And apparently dead organism was found in a 2,000-year-old geological sanctum. Professor Gas named that organism Genova. X month X day, Genova confirmed to be an ancient. X month X year each day, sorry. Genova project approved. The use for Mako reactor 1 approved for use. Alright, now Sephiroth is going to go even further in the library and discover more secrets. My mother's name is Genova. Genova project. Is this a coincidence? Professor gasped, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? Apparently he was an older professor, I think. Let me be alone. Whoops, I was meant to go the other way. Not a mistake in this game. He's still researching stuff. Sephiroth did not come out of the Shinra Mansion. He continued to read as if he was possessed by something. Not once did the light go out. Did the light in the basement go out? Alright, now here's the creepy stuff. As you can hear the creepy music. Now we're going to wake up from our miniature nap and see what's going on. Usually it's pretty bad if Sephiroth is involved with any type of story line in this game. I like the creepy bell sound. Anyway, we have to go back towards where Sephiroth was located, and we're going to have to see what he's up to. Ha ha ha, says Sephiroth. Alright, I want to continue down the hallway and talk to him. Who is it? Traitor. Traitor? Arrogant traitor, I tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Centra. The Centra was an intelligent race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, and then move on. Whew, that was a lot of words. I'm going to take some brief here. At the end of the long hard journey, it was said they would find the promised land and supreme happiness, but those who disliked journeying appeared. They stopped their migrants, but shelters and elected to lead a new life. They took what the Centra and the planet had made without giving back one back with returned, with is spelt wrong. WHIT, that's an interesting spelling mistake in this version of Final Fantasy VII, which is the Windows 98 version. Those are your ancestors. Sephiroth. Long ago, disaster struck on the planet. Your ancestors escaped because they survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Centra. After that, your ancestors began to multiply. Now all that's left of the Centra are in these reports. What does this have to do with you? Don't you see? An ancient named Genova was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. The Genova Project. The Genova Project wanted to produce people with the powers of the ancients or the Centra. I am what was produced. Produced? Yes. Professor Gast, leader of the Genova Project and genius scientist, produced me. Which is creepy. How could he? How did he? Sephiroth. Out of my way, I'm going to see my mother. Alright, now we're going to exit the area, and now some interesting, slightly different music compared to the PlayStation version plays. It's slightly more toned up and more spooky sounding. Alright, we're going to have to exit this building here and then see what Sephiroth has done to the village. Usually it's something bad because he gets his revenge. As you can see, the whole town is on fire, and as someone says, "Hey, it's you, are you still sane? Then come over and help me." Alright, so we come over and we have to check a doorway first. I'll check this house and you check that house over there. Alright, we exit the house because there's no one there, and then we eventually see stuff. Terrible. Sephiroth is too terrible. And Sephiroth is still murdering people and getting very, very evil and angry, as you can tell by the shot on his eyes there in this cutscene. Then he walks away off in the distance and continues his destructive path towards the next area. We get teleported to this area pretty much straight away, which is of course the Mako reactor. Apparently there is a bug in my copy of the game, and the reactor music plays when it's not meant to. But it sounds pretty cool anyway, so that's why I sort of don't mind it. Alright. Gonna continue. Papa, says Tifa. Sephiroth? Did Sephiroth do this to you? Sephiroth, soldier, make your reactors, Shinra. I hate them all. Alright, now we get to continue after seeing that sad fate, and Sephiroth says, "Mother, I'm here to see you, please open the door." How can you do that to Papa and all the townspeople? Alright, unfortunately her attack fails against Sephiroth, and Sephiroth injures Tifa a little bit. And she falls down the stairs pretty violently. Alright, now Sephiroth walks away, and we're back to controlling Cloud. You promised that you would come when I was in trouble. Sounds a bit sad, but it is true. Alright, Cloud places the injured Dream Tifa down, and then we continue up towards Sephiroth and see what he's up to. Music changes again. And it's a bit more of a darker toned music now. Mother, let's take this planet back together. I've thought of a great idea, let's go to the promised land. Sephiroth, my family, my hometown, how could you do this to them? Sephiroth looks a bit embarrassed. Ha ha ha, they've come again, Mother. With her superior power, knowledge and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of the planet. But they, those worthless creatures, are stealing the planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you, so don't worry. And he rips the mechanical thing apart and sees the real Mother behind the mask, which is sort of like a robotic type thing with Genova printed onto it. What about my sadness, my family, my friends? The sadness of having my hometown taken away from me. It's the same as your sadness. Ha ha ha, what about my sadness there? What do I have to be sad about? I'm the chosen one. I've been chosen to be leader of this planet. I have orders to take the planet back from you stupid people for the Centra. What should I be sad about? Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, you're not Sephiroth I used to know. And unfortunately, this is where the flashback ends, because Cloud does not remember what happens after that. And that's the end of my story. That's... wait a damn minute. That's it, no more. I do not remember. What about Sephiroth? In terms of still, I couldn't have beaten him. Official records state that Sephiroth is dead. I read in the newspaper, Shinra Inc. I use the newspapers, so you can't rely on that. I want to know the truth. I want to know what happened. I challenged Sephiroth and lived. Why didn't he kill me? I'm alive too. A lot of this doesn't make sense. What about Genova? What? It was in the Shinra building, right? Shinra shipped it from Nebulum to Midgar. Did someone carry it out later? It was missing from the Shinra building. Sephiroth. Damn, none of this makes sense. I'm going, gone, and I'm leaving you the thinking to you. Yo, Cloud, let's move on. Right then. Yo, come on, let's go. Oh bother. ... Cloud. How bad was I after Sephiroth stabbed me? I thought you were a goner. I was so sad. ... I ... The ancient Centra, Genova, Sephiroth and myself. Let's go. Barrett's waiting. What a fascinating story. Alright, I'm going to see if there's any items up here first. I can't remember if there is or not. No items around this direction. Alright, just going to check the jaws. Sometimes there's hidden items inside some of them. At times in certain buildings there's none around the area, I don't think, so I'm just going to continue now. Wait, did I check the drawers on this side? No. Oh yes, There is an item, but I cannot reach it, unfortunately. I don't have a broom or anything, so I cannot claim the item. Cloud, take this. Receive PHS. Changing party members, access the menu and select PHS. It can only be used on the world map or at a save point. PHS will put us in contact with each other. Well, I'll be going. So will I. Alright, now we exit the area and head to our new destination. Just going to check the equipment. Alright, we're going to equip some accessories first. Put some vitality on Tifa. Put some spirit on Barrett. And I'll put the last item on Cloud. Alright, now we've equipped some accessories. We can now be slightly stronger in battle and do some battles while we're heading to our next destination for a bit of extra experience, because we needed it very early on. Alright, 2 little motorbike things. Devil rides. They shouldn't be too hard to kill. Right, I also during the during the part where I was saving, I equipped a new magic, which is a earth type magic. I'm going to bolt that devil ride so I can kill it now. I thought it was going to die, but it didn't. Come on, then die. There we go. Alright, got some experience points and some much needed gil for this early stage of the game. Alright, where we're heading to is the Chocobo farm. However, it's going to take a little while to get there on foot. Alright, we have 2 thieves and a wolf. Alright, we're going to use our new elemental attack, which is called the Quake. It is a special earth type, magic attack, which is very effective against most enemies. Alright, so Quake will definitely hurt the enemies pretty badly, and is quite a strong magic attack for this early stage in the game. The thief didn't steal an item, but did disappear from battle. Alright, alright, so we're almost to the Chocobo farm, and we're going to save it on this episode. Thank you for watching.